Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the misconceptions when we're talking about teaching English language learners, and that misconception is number 4 in our book, Cross-Cultural Language and Academic Development Handbook. And this misconception, number 4, is effective instruction means nonverbal communication. So why is this a misconception? Why shouldn't we be doing this? It sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? If you want to teach a child that doesn't understand you, then take out what they don't understand and just give them what they do understand. And they do understand the visual cues. They do understand the gestures. So this sounds like a great idea. So what's wrong with it? What is wrong is that means that they're not being exposed to the rich language exposure that they need to have. If you are oversimplifying the context and taking out the full language and that natural access to language, then they will not be able to learn that language in its full context. So the best thing that you can do is continue to use language so that they can still hear that language. And if you're taking the language away and only using visual cues, they will not be hearing that language anymore. So what is a strategy that we can do? Something that you can do is you can use the sandwich approach or the sandwich technique. And here is a website right here for you that you can go ahead and look at and see what it's talking about. That one specifically is also talking about sandwiching English with their first language, and that works if you know their first language. But if you don't know their first language, it's better to sandwich with a visual. So the example that I gave in my journal was when a teacher says, "Everyone line up by the door." That is a sentence that teachers say quite often, and a student might be confused about it. So you can already have a visual ready because you know that you're going to say it quite often. So go ahead and say it in English, "Everyone line up by the door." And then hold up your picture. You can have a picture of students lining up by the door, point to the picture, point to the door, and then again say, "Everyone line up by the door." That way the child hears the sentence first, doesn't know what it means, so they're exposed to it, and then immediately they're shown a visual to connect what those words meant. But now they're hearing the sentence again after they understood what it meant. This will help kind of solidify that concept into their mind. It doesn't mean that they're going to automatically, after they see the picture and hear you say it twice, know how to say "Everyone line up by the door." Or it doesn't mean that the next time you say it, they're going to understand what that means. You may have to do this multiple times before they hear the phrase and connect it with the picture, connect it with the meaning. But this is a very good strategy to use to allow them to have the visual support, but also still continue to hear the English language.